everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Slow English. Today I am going to be talking about an event that was very popular in the news recently, and that is COP25. COP, which stands for Conference of the Parties, is a huge meeting or gathering of world leaders to discuss the issue of climate change. COP has been running every year since 1995. This year, COP is called COP25 as it is the 25th time the conference has taken place. These talks or discussions were scheduled to take place over 2 weeks, but ended up overrunning by 2 days. The topic of where COP25 should happen is an interesting one because the conference was initially intended to take place in Brazil. However, a year before the event, the incoming Brazilian president removed his offer to host the event because of economic reasons. After Brazil, Chile became the next host country. However, Chile also withdrew its offer in October 2019. This was because of ongoing protests or demonstrations that are taking place in Chile. Now, Madrid in Spain is hosting the event instead. The aim of COP is setting rules and assessing the progress of countries in reducing their greenhouse gas emissions. Now, greenhouse gases are gases such as carbon dioxide or CO2. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions is important for reducing the effects of climate change. These effects include more extreme weather conditions such as heat waves, wildfires and droughts. A warmer planet also causes ice to melt, such as glaciers and the polar ice sheets. This in turn causes sea levels to rise, which results in flooding in coastal regions. Growing food or agriculture also becomes more of a challenge as weather patterns change. In December 2015, COP21 took place, in which the Paris Agreement was negotiated. This was a landmark deal on climate change, and this deal has been signed by every country. One of the aims of this agreement was to define a temperature goal. This goal aims to limit the increase of global temperatures to less than 2 degrees C, whilst also trying to reduce this increase to only 1.5 degrees C. This year's COP, COP25, was intended to finalise the rules and guidelines of the Paris Agreement. This year's COP will also be building on the rules established at last year's COP in Poland. Well, the results were a bit mediocre, and the media has been broadly negative about the event. An agreement was not reached about international carbon markets, which are a key point of the Paris Agreement. Another key point, loss and damage, was also not able to be agreed upon. I will leave a couple of links in the description if you wish to understand these two topics. The lack of results produced from COP25 caused many people to feel disappointed and frustrated. People such as the teenage activist Greta Thunberg, who tweeted that the event was falling apart. However, it's not all negative. The European Union, or EU, announced its European Green Deal. This deal aims for the 28 countries that form the EU to be carbon neutral by 2050. In 2020, COP26 will be coming to Glasgow in Scotland. Key issues that were left unresolved at COP25, such as carbon markets, will be readdressed in Glasgow. Due to mediocre results in Madrid, there is increasing pressure that the next climate conference will be a success. To finish, I would like to know your opinions on COP and the other ways that humans are tackling climate change. So do tell me your views in English in the comments. As usual, I will put the whole transcript of this video in the video description. And if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as I will be making more episodes of Slow English in the future. Thanks in advance, and I will see you very soon.